it would be for any of the youth that's in there, 18 to 23, 24, that are artists, they're gonna look at Max B as an old head.
Actually, fact.
You know what I mean? They'll say Max B is not. If I go speak with any of my nephews or any of my, youngins that I deal with at 18, I'm saying Max B, they'll be like, who? They don't know nothing about Max B. You know what I'm saying? So Max B is relevant to hip hop, and he's close, but he's more closely connected to people our age, 40 and up. Anybody 30 and less, they don't run around like that listening to Max B like that, because he did 18 years in prison. So you disconnected yourself from hip hop for 18 joints. So to come back and say that somebody who was still getting it in, doing shows and everything, Kane, is not relevant, and you was gone 18 years, and all those 18 years, Kane was still putting it in with the culture of hip hop, and you to come back and you got your way back, and God bless that. Shout out to you, you know what I mean, and shout out to French, you know what I mean, because without French, we don't know if Max B would be, because you can't get relevant because you came straight out with a persuasion handed to you by your man's French Montana, and shout out to French Montana. You owe that man a lot. You owe that man a lot, because if there was no French Montana when you walked out of there, bro, it'll be over, man. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So he has to be careful with stating things like that, about somebody who is as impactful, was as impactful when he first came in. Like you said, we talked about how he changed the trajectory of rhyme cadence, Big Daddy Kane. Abuse or lose, how you just started, putting different words together. And that's when hip hop was important like that, far as the foundation of the MCing and us understanding the 5 elements is what keep this thing going. So we got to be careful, Max B and any of these brothers, we got to be careful when we say things like that, because you'll become Big Daddy Kane soon.